July 18th. The year is 2026. The world is still. Here is what happened. An Iranian drone struck a cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz on June 25th. No one was killed, but the attack set off a series of strikes and counterstrikes between the United States and Iran. The two countries had signed a preliminary ceasefire agreement less than a month before. That agreement has now collapsed, though efforts to revive it continue. The dispute centers on control of the strait, which carried about a fifth of the world's oil and gas before the war began. Iran says it has the right to manage traffic there. The United States and others say the waterway must remain open and toll-free. Each side has crossed lines the other had warned against, and a return to full-scale conflict appears increasingly likely. The administration moved to expand federal control over elections. The Secretary of Homeland Security threatened local election officials with jail time if they refused to hand over voter data. The president had addressed the nation the night before, reviving claims about election integrity that investigators have not supported. The administration released declassified documents it said showed serious vulnerabilities, but the documents themselves described potential risks, not confirmed breaches. One declassified file noted that publicly available voter registration data from 6 states was downloaded by China in 2022, well after the election in question. Election security experts said the voter lists involved are public records available for purchase in every state. More details from the documents are expected in the coming days. Ukrainian drones struck 2 warehouses belonging to Russia's largest online retailer overnight. Eight people died and 62 were injured across the 2 sites. 7 of the deaths occurred at a warehouse in Tambov, roughly 300 miles southeast of Moscow. The remaining death and most injuries at a second site near Moscow. The president of Ukraine said the warehouses had been used to supply components for drone production and navigation equipment. Russian regional officials said dozens of drones were shot down on approach and that an oil depot was also struck. Ukrainian soldiers have expressed anger over a cabinet decision this week. The country's president removed the defense minister from his post in a reshuffle and did not reappoint him. The minister had led efforts to expand drone use and military technology and was widely credited with helping shift the course of the war. Soldiers who spoke to journalists described the removal as a betrayal, and several asked not to be named. Protests broke out across Ukraine, though some troops at the front said the fighting made the demonstrations feel distant. The commander-in-chief of Ukraine's armed forces has drawn criticism from some soldiers who associate him with an older style of warfare. It is not clear whether the public pressure will lead to any change in the cabinet's composition. An ICE officer shot and killed a Colombian man during a traffic stop in Biddeford, Maine earlier this week. The officer's former wife told NPR he was the one who fired, and that he had a history of violence and held racist beliefs. She said he called her afterward, asking her not to speak badly about him, and she told him she would not lie on his behalf. A former close friend of the officer said he had a tendency to seek out fights and used racial slurs in high school. ICE said the officer has nearly a decade of federal law enforcement experience. The agency has not confirmed or denied his identity. An investigation is ongoing and more will be known in the coming days. Wildfire smoke from Canada spread across much of the United States today. tens of millions of people faced unsafe air quality from the upper Midwest to New England. Detroit was among the most polluted cities in the world. Thick smoke obscured the skyline and blocked the sun. People in cities from Chicago to Manhattan wore masks and stayed indoors where they could. Forecasters expect the smoke to clear across the Northeast by Sunday. Food supplier Taylor Farms recalled all of its iceberg lettuce sourced from central Mexico. The lettuce was linked to an ongoing cyclosporiasis outbreak. Officials have confirmed more than 1,600 cases across at least 34 states. The CDC had earlier warned consumers in 5 Midwestern states to avoid shredded lettuce at Taco Bell locations. Democratic lawmakers are demanding answers about how a federal immigration officer was hired and cleared to carry a weapon. An Associated Press report found the officer who shot and killed a Colombian man in Maine this week had a history of violence and serious mental health issues, according to relatives and his former spouse. The Department of Homeland Security said the officer feared for public safety, but has not provided evidence to support that account. The man's widow spoke publicly yesterday, saying her daughter asks for her father every night and does not yet know he is gone. Spain and Argentina will meet in the World Cup final on Sunday. The match takes place at the stadium in New Jersey with room for more than 82,000 supporters. Argentina have scored the most goals of any team in the tournament, 19, and Spain have conceded the fewest, just 1. It is the first time the champions of South America and Europe have met in a World Cup final in 60 years. Spain's top scorer carries 5 goals into the match, and the captain has completed more passes than any other player in the tournament. Argentina's captain, the 39-year-old who is widely regarded as the greatest player in the history of the game, leads all scorers with 8 goals and 4 assists. One forecast model gives Spain a roughly 60% chance of winning, with Argentina at about 40%. Here is what happened. The world is still.